Hold on, default edit 20. It's Amy's, so this one probably because I was messing with it earlier this week. Breeze is working. I'm okay. Did you text my phone number?
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
If you had one shot, one
Mr.
opportunity.
Chance. Oh.
I'm bad at lyrics. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's good.
What was it?
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. He's vomit on a sweater already.
Mom's
Spaghetti is nervous. Been on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd wrote so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now. Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Blow. Snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad that he won't give up that easy. That's where I stop now. I don't know anymore. I can't say anymore. It's too fast for me.
That was beautiful.
Did you record that?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite thing to say to people when they say, back to reality, I always say, oh, there goes gravity.
I love it. Your palms are sweaty? Oh, yeah? Your knees weak?
Arms are heavy.
Do you have vomit on your sweater already?
I had food on my shirt today. I walked around.
Do you see my shirt?
Yes. But no one told me. And it was not like subtle like that. It was like.
I got like sauce on. Watching too many Impractical Jokers. Sauce on my shirt.
It was like.
Was it a noodle?
It was. I don't remember what it was. But it was like. Definitely like you looked at it and someone's like. You spilled a lot of food on your shirt, right? No one told me.
You were hungry today.
I went to Fred Meyer's. I went to the gas station.
Jeez.
Where else did I go? I went to...
Post office.
The post office. I come home, spend the whole day doing daycare and my husband, talking to him.
You're around your husband.
My daughter. Everyone's looking at me. No one tells me I have food on my... I don't look in the mirror. Like throughout the day.
You really should.
I think I should.
I should have worn my farm sweatshirt.
You should have.
Sorry. Anyway.
So I wiped it up, obviously.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, guys.
What was it? Oh, you don't know. You don't remember.
It was, so what I ate today. I made scrambled eggs. I put it in a tortilla. Okay.
Sounds good.
Then for lunch, what did I have for lunch? Spaghetti. I had leftover spaghetti.
Yum.
It was the sauce from the leftover spaghetti.
So you had mother's spaghetti.
No joke.
Mom's spaghetti. Amy had mom's spaghetti on her shirt already.
It was so embarrassing, dude. Like,
at least it wasn't on your face.
It was like a big chunk.
I would be more embarrassed if it was on my face.
That's happened before.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Or like a pimple, like when you first wake up and you don't look at yourself in the mirror and you like have this giant pimple ready to pop all day.
No one.
And then you look at the end of the day and you're like, really?
Yeah, it's so embarrassing.
Freaking planted on my face.
Come on, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, or in your teeth when there's food in your teeth.
I think spaghetti is going to be the theme of the podcast today.
Mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah. We put our I like putting fun stuff in our spaghetti, like kidney beans and...
Oh, I like putting peppers and mushrooms and onions.
Yeah, we do that too.
I usually make mine with
olives.
Italian sausage. Oh, I've never tried olives, black olives. I bet those would be really good.
Super yummy.
Yeah.
We always do sausage too, but we didn't have sausage, so I put
and
kielbasa.
I do meatballs. Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, just cut up some kielbasa.
Just throw whatever in there.
Oh, yeah. My older sister, puts corn in hers.
I don't know if I can get on board with that. I just feel like corn doesn't belong in spaghetti.
Well,
in chili, yes. I could do corn
chili?
and chili. Yeah. Or jambalaya.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Because usually whenever I make it, those are two things I make cornbread with.
Yeah.
And so I'll pour corn in my cornbread, and I'll like pour half a can, and I'm like, I'll just throw out the other half inside the meal.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds tasty. Hush
It is
puppy
tasty.
sounds good.
Oh my gosh. There was this place where I used to live in Niceville.
Uh-huh.
They called
Niceville.
the Boathouse Landing. They're super good. They had like these hush puppies. They're homemade hush puppies. And then they had like this strawberry butter that you put on it. Oh, it was so good.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Woo.
I don't know about that.
Are you going to check it?
For what?
Oh, it's fine. Nothing. I didn't know if you're going to check the sound or anything.
Oh, well, yeah, I can. Then I'll just put these two together.
Yeah, I really worked hard on that.
Happy.
I'm so glad we started talking about spaghetti.
I know. That's funny. Mom Spaghetti. That's probably going to be the title of the podcast. What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, guys, this is our True Crime and Paranormal podcast. This is our True Crime podcast.
Our true crime only podcast.
That's right. We were paranormal last week, and now we are True Crime.
Bump, bump. I mean, we could do that sometimes.
That would be fun to do a special paranormal episode and then a special True Crime episode.
Yeah. Especially if, like, one of those...
Oh, man. Your stuff sounds like a lot of work. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't like doing paranormal.
I heard a lot of noises in my house this week. Not because of the story that I'm doing today, but because of other stuff. I swear, I keep on...
You have trolls living in your basement?
I'm going crazy. That's it.
That sounds about right.
That's it. That's it.
R.I.P. Brie. There's like a bunch of hair stuck to my sock right now. I just pulled this whole thing out of my sock.
Oh, I brought your thingy back. It's in my car.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I remember that because there's a bunch of hair on the wheel. Josh is like, what is this? And I was like, it's hair. It's
I
hair.
flipped it over and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God, don't be embarrassed or anything.
I'm not embarrassed.
Okay, because I was saying, you know we have pets. We have 2 dogs and a cat.
Yesterday.
Macy, who sheds like crazy.
Yeah. I don't see your cat hair or your animal hair, though.
Macy's you will if you hang around enough.
Yeah, I've had her hair on my pants.
Yeah.
But yesterday I was sitting on the couch and I had the pink blanket that I use over me. And all of a sudden, like, I just, like, put my hand down. And then I raised my hand up and, like, I didn't grab onto anything. It just, like, attached itself to my hand. It was a whole clump.
That's probably where he was laying.
No, it wasn't his hair.
Oh.
It was, like, Alice's hair from when
my gosh.
I took her braids out. She had braids in all week. I took them out. I was like, I did this, like, 2 days ago. It was so disgusting. So then I put it in Rick's lap.
You're welcome. You helped make this.
Yeah. I was like, look at that.
What in the world? You guys are shedding. I'll probably shed after I take my bun out.
Yeah.
Every time I wear a bun, I always shed like crazy.
The Alice's hair, well, my hair's been in a bun all week. And then I brushed it. And Alice's hair with the braids, it always comes out.
Yeah.
Wow.
How's everybody doing? We're doing good. Oh, that's great.
We're so happy to hear that.
Thanks.
Oh my gosh, congratulations on your promotion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
good
baby.
job.
Oh my
Oh,
God, I cannot
it's
believe.
Such a cute baby.
Oh, sorry about the divorce.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shoot. It sucks, but it was
Single, ready to mingle.
yeah, and it was needed.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I'm so I know you were sick all week. It's okay. You know what? We've all been there.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Amy.
I was apologizing to myself.
Amy was sick all week, guys.
I
But
was.
she's better now.
So if I sound a little raspy, it's because
You
it's
sound a lot better than you did, though.
in the mornings. It's bad.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
It's how it is.
it's how it is. And if you had a crappy week, that's okay. We're happy that you're listening to us. I hope we can make it a little bit better.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So
Just tell us about it. Email us about your crappy week.
yeah,
We'll
we want to
listen.
hear it. Yeah. And then we'll exploit you. No, I'm just kidding.
Now we're
I'm
like a
gonna take
TED
that out.
Talk show or like a Tell Your Feelings show. Email us how you're feeling today.
Please do that, but also don't because
Don't do
we
that.
don't like feelings.
Don't do that.
I'm going to tell
We're
you.
very awkward.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you a neighborhood story.
Alright,
Speaking of feelings. Do you want another one?
I got another one inside my bag.
Oh, okay. I'll
Do you
wait.
mind if I get up for a second?
Oh my gosh, you're wasting so much of my time.
the Michael Scott movie.
Does your mom ever comment on like our videos?
Yeah, she on Patreon.
No. Like,
Oh.
does she? Well, I didn't mean that. I meant like, does she ever say like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are ridiculous"? Like,
She loves us.
okay,
She'll make fun of us sometimes,
yes,
but
that's
she loves
what I
us.
want.
She prefers to watch us over listen. She said
Yes.
watching us is way better. So, Patreon guys,
Did you
only
hear
there.
that? Watching us is so
Yep.
much better.
My mom loves watching us, so
And our other Patreon people, not just her mom,
love you, Mom.
but we get honest feedback from her mother.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell other people that are only your mom loves our Patreon.
It's okay.
All right. I have a neighborhood story for you.
Let's hear it. Meow.
I thought I had something about our neighbors, but it's gone now. Okay. This is from the Nextdoor app. To the woman who hooked up with my son last night, I am not his roommate. I am his mother. He's a freeloader, and I'm the one who taught him to put a little bit of nutmeg inside the scrambled eggs. He did not go to culinary school.
That sounds interesting. Sounds good. Anyway.
I hope you get to read this because you're in for a good ride and not allowed back into my house because he needs to get a job. I would have introduced myself had I known he said this to you, but since we live under the same roof, I heard him say this to his friend on the phone. His friend's name is Josh. You probably heard him talk about his friend because he published one book and thinks he suddenly is a famous author. He also is a freeloading snob. Sincerely, Mom. Update. Image. Imagine unsolved mystery music. My son has been found. He apologized for being a pooper doodle and promises to get a job. I made sure this job isn't going to involve opening up a TikTok account, Instagram food reviewer. He's embarrassed and thinks it's funny that I posted. Josh is upset I used his name. Fuck Josh.
Oh.
He's still a
shit.
freeloader.
I love it. That mom spoke the truth.
She's like, I'm not just
She's
going to take
done.
down my son, but his friend who thinks he's a famous author.
You know a kid has been living with his parents for too long if the parent says all that. Like, they're done. Just done.
I love him, but oof.
If anybody tries nutmeg in their eggs this week,
Please tell us. I've been wanting to try it
I
since
want
I
to
read
know. I want to know how it tastes, and maybe I'll try it tomorrow morning.
that. I might try it.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's try it.
The only thing I use nutmeg for is holiday recipes, so I'm a little skeptical.
I put a little, not nutmeg, but I put a little cinnamon in my chili.
Oh,
goes
yeah.
chili again.
Yeah.
I bet nutmeg would be good in chili, though.
Is everything okay? Oh.
Instapot.
Oh, we'll stay in here for a couple hours so he can clean that up.
Okay. Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. I swear to God, if he broke that Instapot lid.
He just said it shattered all over the floor. I don't know how
I'm wondering.
Instapot lid would
I'm
shatter
wondering
all
if
over
like
the floor.
just the little floated piece like flung off.
And he calls that shattering,
Yeah.
like it was glass.
Yeah,
Probably the rubber
it
thing
might
on
have
the
come
inside.
out. Yeah,
It shattered.
yeah, because it's steel,
It shattered everywhere.
and we didn't hear a shattering.
Yeah, it sounded like something. I thought something fell down the stairs.
I thought like he dropped like the PlayStation controller or something.
Oh, yeah, that did sound like that. It was hard.
Yeah,
Hard. Can I tell my story first this week?
absolutely.
So, I'm going to tell a story about the old spaghetti factory in Vancouver, Canada.
How? Okay, did you sing that song? on
No,
purpose?
I did that. I didn't even think about that. I did that because the Super Bowl was last Sunday.
And then the spaghetti on my shirt. We are just manifesting.
Yeah. I love it. It's great.
That's amazing.
So I am doing a story on the old spaghetti factory in Vancouver, Canada. It is there something about spaghetti in yours? Shut up.
No.
Okay.
But it was last week I did or episode 23 I did 22. Episode 22 I did a Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
I wanted
I
to
forgot.
throw another one from Canada in there.
Shout out to Canada.
We got a couple more Canadian listens there.
Hello.
Or downloads. Hello. I would love some maple syrup, please. Thank you. So this was the first old spaghetti factory in Canada.
The first one?
Yeah.
How is spaghetti a factory?
Have you ever been there? I've never been there.
Is
It's
it like a restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's kind of like an Olive Garden, but like, I don't know. I've never been to one.
Literally was picturing a factory.
No, it's called the Old Spaghetti Factory. It's
That's
like
cute.
a high class, like Italian restaurant, kind of like an Olive Garden, I guess.
That's cute.
Yeah, my sister's old neighbor he owns one in like in Washington or Oregon, I'm not sure.
Aww.
So, she told me a little bit about them because I've never been to them.
Ooh.
So this one was the first one opened in Canada. It was opened in 1970, and I believe they started opening in like 1969. So it was one of the first couple of ones, I guess.
I love that.
It is located in a W.H. Malkin Company Malkin Company. Oh, it's like an old grocery store.
Okay.
Where one used to be, and they're typically like known to be located in older buildings that have some history, I guess.
Well,
So,
it's the old spaghetti, so they want
They
that
keep it.
aesthetics.
yeah, exactly. So that was like a grocery store, and it's located in a little place called Gastown in Vancouver.
So the names.
I know.
That's cute.
Oh yeah, we just talked about names.
Yeah.
That's right. So in the restaurant, it features lots of antiques and nostalgic decorations, and an old trolley car, which I guess is they
I
all have the old trolley
love
cars. I thought this one
that.
was just like the only one that had it, but all of them have it.
Oh, okay.
So it has like an old trolley car that was actually once a part of the BC Electric Railway, and it was the number 53. It was built in 1904, and it served as a public transit around Vancouver for many years until it was decommissioned, and then it was put in there.
That's cool.
Yeah. So one addition to this restaurant that I haven't mentioned yet is that it comes with a conductor.
Like a real one?
Yeah. Sure.
It's out of commission.
Yeah. So, about the conductor. It's a ghost. Many staff...
Do all of Spaghetti Factory?
They come with a ghost conductor.
They're like, I'm relocating to Vancouver.
Can we get someone? Is that on what's that called? ZipRecruiter? Can we get a ghost conductor, please? You don't have any real ones, so or live ones.
You gotta go to ZipRecruiter. Recruiter.
Recruiter.
You have to go to ZipRecruiter. I'm not doing the bit. I'm not.
You got to go to Indeed.
Go to
There we go.
Indeed.com to get yours. Go ahead.
I love you. Oh God.
Oh my gosh. So much editing.
So, many staff and customers have seen the ghost of what appears to be a conductor. At least judging by his uniform. He's typically seated at the same table inside of the conductor late at night, or inside of the train late at night after closing.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's been seen quite often, like he'll be sitting at a table. Another person or ghost I'm going to talk about,
Okay,
is the Little Red Man, or Looky Loo, as some people call him.
is he Irish?
No, but he's a perv.
He's a leprechaun.
I don't know. He might. Some people think he's a leprechaun. Yeah. He is a small man with red hair, and I guess he's been seen wearing red too. who likes to play with the staff. He whispers their names.
Nope.
And he also likes to creep in the ladies' bathroom.
Oh, come on, little red man.
Yeah. He'll peek through the bathroom stall. You can see him in the crack of the door just watching you as you pee.
No.
Or poo. I don't know. Whatever you do, you do.
You're like trying to poop and you're
like, ugh. He's like, hey there.
And you're like, no. I'm pooping.
Why am I making him sound like Beavis and Butthead?
I don't know.
TP from bunghole. At one point, when he was spotted in the bathroom, he was described as a little man in red with red hair and left through a closed door. So he walked through the closed door.
Okay.
One woman even attempted to take his picture, but when she looked at or got the picture, it was blurry, or that section of it was blurry. So.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Do you think it's okay? Let's watch Encanto. Just heard Charlotte say that. Quiet. Another spirit that has been seen.
Take that
molding, crown molding,
and put it where it's supposed to go. Like it fell out. Like they didn't do a good job at.
Oh, it would be sealed better.
It's been there for years.
Put some nails in there. We can do that.
You gotta get little ones.
Yeah.
And tack it.
Like, we could do that.
Okay.
We'll do it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna, and you know what? We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna make a video out of it so we can put it on Patreon.
There you go. That's what we're gonna do.
We're on Facebook.
And then after that, we're going to clean my shop.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay.
Manifesting.
We believe it. So another spirit that has been seen here is a little boy who has been seen running through the restaurant. He tends to bend the silverware. Yeah,
that's
really weird.
Crazy.
Creepy.
I would steal the garlic bread.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Ghosts can't have garlic. Just kidding. That's vampires.
That's vampires. You're the paranormal expert.
So he's been seen like bending silverware, and like whenever he's brought to someone else's attention, he just disappears and isn't there anymore.
Makes the person look like they're loony.
Yeah, and then like people have seen bent silverware, and then someone will come and look at it, and then it's not bent anymore. So yeah, isn't that weird? It's like plays with your mind.
Oh, that would mess me up.
Another time he was seen hiding under a table, and he was wearing like very old clothing from another time. The employee actually went to go get a manager, and as usual, they came and he wasn't there anymore.
Oh, jeez.
And of course they looked crazy, and there was silverware piled up on the table though.
He's like, sorry, gotta go.
Bye. Another instance, a customer had seen the boy's reflection in a mirror this one freaks me out. Like they saw the reflection in the mirror as he was spinning around. Yeah, like that one. I don't know why that freaks kids freak me out.
Yeah.
And
so the customer was
looking in the window, and in the mirror, and yeah, in the mirror, and then in the mirror, the reflection of it, you could see the boy spinning around behind you.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when they turned around,
I was thinking of the customer was spinning for some reason and saw it.
The customer was spinning around and then just in the restaurant.
That would still be creepy.
There's also a merry-go-round in there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Not really. So when she ended up turning around, of course, he disappeared.
Oh, that's still so creepy.
Yeah. He's actually responsible for an employee quitting their job and never coming back.
Oh.
So he's freaked some people out.
Yeah. Can't imagine.
And they suspect that the boy's name is Edward. A psychic came there, and I guess she said that there's a boy here named Edward. So,
yeah.
This next one is my favorite. A friend of the manager was there at the restaurant and claims that she had a long conversation with a little girl at a table holding a balloon. It's like it now.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
No. She said the little girl said she was looking for her mother. So the staff went to go find a manager to try to figure out, we got to figure out where this girl goes. And
where'd the balloon come from, though?
I know, right?
That?
Like
that would be the first thing. Where'd you get that balloon?
Where'd you get that balloon? Amy wants answers.
I want one.
She means business. I want a balloon. Why didn't you bring me one? So the staff member went to go find the manager, and whenever they returned, she was gone. She vanished.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So on other occasions, she's also been seen by staff members and appears to be lost. When people try to help her, she goes away. So she's a lost little girl. Kind of sad.
It's very sad. It's still. Does she always have the balloon with her?
I just want more information on this balloon. Is it helium? Is it air? What is it?
Is she holding it?
Is it dragging on the ground?
Is it up in the air? And what color is it? Is it red?
Does it float anywhere? I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that it was red, but I bet it was just to make it more creepy.
Yeah.
So,
I bet it was purple.
I don't know if it was.
If it was yellow, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. This means happiness.
If it's red, I would freak me out. No, thank you. Yeah. So, where did these spirits come from?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
There's the next question there. Some believe that the conductor died in a collision on an underground railway below the restaurant, but that one's pretty unlikely because there are no underground railways. They were all like above ground.
He was probably attached to the
and
rail car.
That's the more likely theory on it, is that they believe that he was attached to the tram whenever they got it. So it's kind of like a buy one get one free offer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get the train, you get the conductor with it.
Yeah, sorry.
So
we don't make the rules.
That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, as long as you don't have to pay like a wage,
right? Yeah. I mean, he's free. You just feed him. He's fine.
Yeah.
They kind of eat like air, I guess. Fear.
They eat fear.
The same psychic that named the little boy Edward said that some of the artifacts had spirits attached to them.
Oh.
Don't buy used things like that, guys. How many times do we have to tell you?
Buy new.
Buy new things. I go to secondhand stores all the time, but like I'm not gonna go buy a secondhand doll.
No, we've already
unless I get some like
yep.
serious history on it.
Furniture, fine.
Yeah,
if it's like in the 80s.
Although that's kind of how one story happened.
Yeah, once it's over 1970, then we're like, nope, no more.
Go ahead.
That's when ghosts stopped actually existing. So, I mean, we're not gonna have like modern day ghosts.
Ghosts don't exist now.
Yes.
Ignore everything I post on Facebook, guys.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No, not exist. Like they're not a thing anymore. So if they're like before 19,
they're not trending.
Yeah.
Ghosts are not trending.
Nope.
So
I'm probably gonna take.
We're getting a ton of titles for this episode.
I know, it's
good. Also, she said that there is a vortex in the back of the restaurant that allows spirits to come into our world from other dimensions. I like that one. That's pretty crazy.
The psychic said that?
Yeah. I love that theory. I love it. I'm on board. I'm on board on the train. Nope. Ready to go. Choo choo. Other little things that happen in the restaurant that I didn't mention, there are cold spots, obviously, especially inside the train.
Ooh.
Place settings and chairs have moved. They found like chairs on top of tables.
Can you go inside the train?
Yeah, you can eat in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All of them, and they're all set up that way. I was like, man, I need to go to a freaking old spaghetti factory. This place sounds amazing.
Yeah.
People have seen full body apparitions. Figures have appeared in photos, and whispering, mainly from that little red guy. So as of today, you can still enjoy a delicious Italian dish at this establishment. And if you dine alone, no worries. You might just have some company with you.
That should be their tagline.
Yeah, don't worry if you come alone. You'll always have company here.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I love it. It's kind of cute. Also, I believe that there's a ghost, because Vancouver is like a hot spot for paranormal, and there's a ghost tour that goes around, and I believe that that's one of their stops. So
really,
yeah. So that's pretty cool. That is the old spaghetti factory in Gastown, Vancouver, Canada.
I think that's my new favorite. That's so cool.
That's why I wanted to tell it. It's super short, but I was like, I gotta do it. It's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I love that so much. Can we just not do anymore because we're like.
She has to go potty.
Outside where? Inside the bedroom? She went back down. She's probably gonna go talk to Rick.
Do you want me to go help her? Should I go?
She's fine. Can we just stop the episode there? Because it was like a feel good note.
It was like a happy. I should have just. Oh, what's to come? Let's hear it.
I don't know. We're just and have you checked out on the neighbors?
It sounds like you've been screaming.
I just don't want to share my story now. It's so depressing.
It's okay. This is reality, guys.
Oh, there goes gravity.
We are a true crime paranormal podcast. We're not a fake crime and paranormal podcast. Reality. We're gonna tell you how it is. We're gonna give you all the dirty deeds.
Gravity or not.
Yep. It could be in space.
Okay.
Or in the ocean.
That would be fun if there was a murder like in a spaceship.
You should look. There's not.
There's
we would have seen it.
not.
We definitely would have heard about it. I know on Lucifer they had an episode where they were like doing like a training thing, but it was in Nevada, like at a pretend space thing.
Oh yeah.
And there was a murder in there.
Yep. I remember
It was
that
a good
one.
episode.
That was a good one. Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Popped right in my mic.
Just put it in your mouth.
Sorry, future Amy. Ew. That sounded gross.
That sounded. What I said was gross.
Put it in your mouth. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. You have so much to edit. Hi, Mom. I love you. She wore a pearl necklace.
At least it's only one episode that I have to edit this week.
It's true. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because we're
So
gonna
it'll be
do
like a little break for you.
Not really.
Kind of. Disney will be your break.
I think doing editing 2 episodes in 1 week.
Will you bring me back something?
Yeah.
You don't have to bring me back. You can just bring me back some popcorn or something. A piece of trash. Anything. Honestly.
Well, now I don't want to bring you back anything.
Don't buy me anything. Just bring me back like a leaf or something.
Can I bring you back a lizard?
Yeah.
I catch lizards every time.
I never see lizards here. They don't have lizards here. I love lizards.
But every time we go, I always catch a lizard, like the tiny little one.
They're so cute.
And I like let it play on my hand, and then it
love
like
them.
starts dying.
I don't understand how people are afraid of lizards.
I don't know. I brought one on a ride one time.
Oh, well, that one probably died. That one definitely died. You dropped it, didn't you? What ride was it?
It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, he drowned. Oh, no. They can swim.
Yeah, because you can't put your arms out.
They can swim.
I put them on the ledge of the boat.
You failed. Why?
I was like 16, okay?
That poor lizard never saw it coming.
He's like, damn it, again. Anyways, so, yeah, absolutely, dude.
Cool.
Don't worry about it.
I look forward to my lizard.
One time Leia asked me for earrings when I went.
That's random.
She wears them.
Oh, that's good.
But I was like, these are rather expensive.
Yeah, I was about to say I've bought Disney earrings before, and they were like $30 for like a cubic zirconium, whatever that shit is.
I was like,
those crappy ass earrings.
I was like, they're Disney. Like, are you sure you want earrings?
Just bring me back a shot glass or something, the cheapest thing you can find with my name on it, or just anything.
I don't think they're gonna. Do they do?
Do they have Iron Man? Iron Man's Disney.
Yeah, that's Marvel.
Yeah. I don't know if they have I don't know if they have Marvel over there though. Cuz I don't think Disney World has Marvel yet.
Yeah, they do.
What the shit?
Yeah, they have a whole. So there's Loki. They have this whole street show with Loki and who's his brother? That
Thor.
Yeah. They do a thing in the street where they're like
Fighting?
arguing with each other.
What?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have to look this up. Oh my god. I just saw like Funko Pops. I hate those things, but Josh collects them. And they have all the Avengers eating shawarma at the end of the first Avengers movie.
That's cute.
It's just random Avengers sitting at the table eating food. I want them. I'm going to get them.
Okay. All right.
It's going to happen. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Why Iron Man?
Because he's the best.
Oh, he's your favorite?
Yeah. Billionaire,
Okay.
genius, philanthropist, whatever. Philanthropist? What?
People compare him to Batman.
He's pretty much, he is Batman, but he's way better. Batman's gay. Sorry, guys. Don't put that in there. I just
He's
said
not
gay.
gay.
Don't put that in. Batman is lame.
Batman used to be my favorite.
Now Robert
In high school.
Pattinson is playing Batman. I'm actually really curious to see Robert Pattinson as Batman, but I don't know if I can get on board.
I liked
I just still see him
Batman
as Edward.
when I was going through my what would you call it? Like
Grungy.
I don't care what I look like.
Same.
Stage.
I liked Batman at a point too, but then I came back to normal and I was
I
like,
realized how awesome
Marvel's
is
way
compared to
better.
DC.
Marvel's got way better of a sense of humor.
Yes, and that
DC's starting to get one though.
Eh,
They're getting better, but Marvel's still better. Sorry, Amy, for while you're editing this.
Let me tell you this terrible story, and let me start off by telling you that if you or someone else, I have to tell you something about
This
Alice's
is an abuse story.
Yeah, remind me to tell you about how Alice's DA just
Okay.
They called us today, and I meant to tell you earlier, but nothing bad.
Okay.
It just adds a little bit of stress to my life. Nothing bad though. So I would like to start off by saying this story involves sexual assault. Unfortunately, many of us know someone that's been a victim themselves, and it is something that needs to be stopped, obviously. If you or someone who is being assaulted, if you know someone who is being assaulted, or if you yourself are being assaulted, please reach out to someone, the local police, or the hotline 1-800-856-HOPE, 800-856-4673. The RAINN, RAINN website has lots of ways to talk to someone, a live chat, 24/7 helpline. They've also have an app. And also, I've used the website plenty of times. It's a great resource. You can also check out laws in your state regarding sexual and physical abuse on the website. So,
Very important, guys.
yep, please. And if you see something, please say something.
Yes.
Please say something.
Again, you could save a life.
Yep, it's better to be wrong than not say anything at all.
Correct.
All right. That being said, I want to share you the story of Colleen Stan. This happened 15 miles away from where I lived,
Oh, okay.
grew up. So, Colleen was born December 31st, 1956 in Eugene, Oregon. She had a pretty average childhood. Her parents seemed like good people, nothing out of the norm. And in 1977, Colleen was 20, and she wanted to go to a birthday party down in Westwood, California, for a friend. Her car was not working right, so she figured, why not hitchhike? Because it's the 70s.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. She had done it before, and it was never a big deal. She hitchhiked all the way to Red Bluff, California, which is, like I said, about 15 miles. I feel like it's longer, but I don't know. I also speed on that street or road, so I don't know. A truck driver stopped her at I haven't read this story in a very long time.
You're fine.
A truck driver dropped her off at the exit for Highway 36, which headed towards the coast, and she turned down two possible people that stopped to pick her up. She's like, no, it doesn't feel right. I'm going to. Now that we have like,
He's the best.
now that we're having more and more views, and like I'm telling him, he's like
Taking it seriously.
like, shut up. This is my livelihood.
I could be a stay-at-home dad. Poor Rick. Living a fantasy. He's living more of
Poor
a fantasy than we are.
I know, right? She turned down two possible rides that didn't seem right to her. But then a blue van with a husband and a wife with a baby stopped for her. She felt like this feels right. There's a wife,
stable.
There's a baby. Seems okay to use them for a ride. Their names are Cameron and Janice Hooker.
Oh, sorry.
There's a Hooker Road in Red Bluff.
Oh, okay.
I always used to joke like, I'm going to go and hook over there. Sorry, Mom. Not funny. She said that the husband looked geeky looking and the wife seemed kind. She was very confident in her choice because they seemed like a normal, nice family.
They always do.
They always do. They stopped at a gas station and she went to the bathroom. She said in the bathroom she got this just like sudden urge to just go through the window and go through the woods and just run away. But she's like, nope, I need to go to this party. Gathered her thoughts and went back to the car.
Should have went with your gut.
Yep. They drove for another 20 or 30 minutes and then they Cameron and Janice were like, we need to stop at these ice caves, which I've never heard of ice caves
in
Red Bluff. So I'm wondering if I tried to Google it and I looked it up. I could not get a definite answer. What the heck are ice caves in Red Bluff, California, Northern California? I think that like maybe back in the 70s there were ice caves, but
global warming?
I don't know. Yeah. Because I could not find an answer.
The whole West used to be covered in snow, and now it's not.
Yeah, that makes sense. So they stopped here, and she's like, why not? I'll stop. I don't mind because you're giving me a free ride. So they got out, and she sat there for a while, and then all of a sudden, the husband, Cameron, grabbed her and put a knife to her neck. Ugh. He bound and gagged her and put this box over her head.
A box?
Like, so, it was like a clam, like a picture, like a clam shell. It it connected.
Like he made it special for this?
Yes. So it like connected at the top. You open it and then collapse it around her neck.
Oh my gosh. Like a cage.
It. Yeah. It's like a cage for around her whole head.
Oh my gosh. That's gross.
Yep. And it was lined with carpet so that
soundproof.
Yep, exactly.
That's what we should do in here. So I keep on saying shag carpet.
Shag carpet on the walls and everything. That would be
the ceiling would be ideal.
Shag walls. I just took that popcorn down like 5 years ago. I was about to say
your ceiling doesn't have popcorn though, so
yeah,
that was probably absorbing a lot of the sound.
But I will tell you something. I did a shitty job on that.
Was that super messy?
It was so satisfying. I laid down plastic, and then when I did it so this was my first attempt, and I got it way too wet. But when I did it out in the living room, so when I did the living room, I painted the living room, took out all the popcorn. 2 weeks later, they took all of the drywall down, all of it. I was like, I just painted but we didn't realize that we had to do construction or
whenever you
electrical.
Right.
Yeah. So, but when I did it out there, it was like, I kind of sprayed it a little bit and then I took the shot vac while I was.
Oh, and like it sucked it up as you were going.
Yeah. It was
a good idea.
Easy.
Yeah.
And it would, it's so
I
satisfying.
bet you could like make to where your shop vac could like tape it on there or something.
Yeah,
Like
you
jerry-rig
could,
something.
but I
Yeah.
would do it and then not do
Josh
it.
could probably make a tool for that.
I'm sure
He's
they
dying
make
to take
one.
the popcorn off of our ceilings.
It's so satisfying, dude.
It looks better. Like I know you say
Yeah.
it looks awful in here, but it looks way better than popcorn does.
Yeah, I
and
hate
no
the
freaking cobwebs are all over it.
Oh my
I have
god.
cobwebs.
Especially around the fans.
I just noticed while we were doing
It.
it. Yep. Sorry, Mom.
You're taking down the popcorn.
we were while we were taking out the trash in the bedroom. There's cobwebs all over our damn popcorns.
And you can't get it down.
I love you.
You can't take it. You can't because
No.
you wash it and the popcorn starts falling.
Yeah, exactly. Like I had to throw the vacuum with the bristles on it.
I don't know why the Wadsworth repainted their popcorn.
They painted it?
Yeah, in their living room instead of taking it down.
Why?
I don't know. So the only reason why I haven't done our room and Alice's room was because those are the two that are left with the popcorn. Is I wanted to wait until I got new carpet to do our room and Alice's room at the same time. But
Makes
we got
sense.
carpet when I wasn't here, so.
Well, you know, if you ever oh wait, I guess you can't do that. If you ever want to do it during the summer, let me know.
Yeah.
You can help me with
I would just put tarps down and it's
Good
so
idea.
it's like you know when you pull skin
Yeah.
off of it's
Yeah.
so, oh yeah, it's
I know
so
exactly
sad.
what you're talking about.
And it won't look like this because this was my first attempt, but you could also put texture up afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
It's
Much
not a
better
big
than
deal.
my ceilings.
Anyways,
Sorry. Shit. Cage over her head.
how do we get onto popcorn ceiling? Shag carpet.
Oh. Shag that's lined with
Yeah.
carpet.
I was
Sorry,
like, what
Mom.
the heck? Anyways, all right. So, do you want another one?
No, you're fine.
Okay. They stopped at a gas station. Oh, I really can't find it. Oh, here it is.
You can keep going.
Okay, where are you going? Oh, okay. Then after putting the clam box over her, they drove to their home on Oak Street in Red Bluff, California.
And how far is that from you? From where you used to live?
Well, I said it's like 15 miles, but Red Bluff, it's like us driving to maybe not even Delta. It's not as far as that. It'd be like driving from. Have you ever been to Fox?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's like us driving to Fox.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, it's not very far.
Which is so... Because she was so close to her house. Which sucks.
No.
She wasn't close to her house?
So
How far was this damn birthday party?
So they're up in Eugene, Oregon. And then the birthday party was in, oh shoot, it was in, hold on, Westwood, California.
She wanted to go to a birthday party from Oregon to California?
Yeah, and Westwood is like on the coast of,
What the heck?
like by Trinidad and Crescent City and stuff. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So
That is not a birthday party. That's a damn sleepover.
that's
That's like a
away.
whole week. Yeah. That is... What the heck? That's
Well,
ridiculous.
her
I
parents are-
have to go to this birthday party.
She's 20.
It's... No. Sorry. Anyway.
So, so they went to Oak Street in Red Bluff, California, which Oak Street is like literally in the middle of town. Like the DMV is right around the corner. The police station is like down the block. It's right smack dab. And Red Bluff is probably it's actually a little bit bigger than North Pole because they just got a Walmart
What?
like a couple years ago. So,
Wow.
but at the time, it was probably even smaller than our town right now. very minimal general store, and that's sort of kind of it. So then he brought her to the basement of their home where he hung her by her arms from the rafters and stripped her down.
Ugh.
He then whipped her with these straps that he made, and she recalls peeking under the box that was on her head and saw Cameron and Janice having intercourse in front of her.
Ew.
Yeah, that's gross, right?
Yeah, go do it in your room.
Goody room. Well, he let Janice rest, like they were doing it while he let Janice rest, quote unquote, while using her tippy toes on top of a box.
Oh
while
my
her hands were
gosh.
still bound. After they were done, he removed the box and hung her for another 15 minutes. While he then finally released her, he put her in a literal box, or some people have said it's like a coffin, like in the basement. He chained her wrists and tied her feet to the box and left the box on top of her head. So she had a box inside on top of her head.
Oh my gosh.
Her hands are bound and
How
her
does she
feet.
breathe? It can't be
Probably
good
not very
quality.
well.
Yeah.
So I want to discuss the relationship between Janice and Cameron, because a woman, you would think,
Are they husband and wife?
Mhm.
Okay, and they had a
Yep.
baby, right?
yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry,
All right.
I was like, what the heck? You're jumping ahead.
Yeah, it's good.
No, yes, they have a baby. So Janice met Cameron when she was 15 years old and he was 19. Her parents were pretty strict. She wasn't allowed to go on dates. She wasn't allowed to wear certain clothes, no two-piece swimsuits or shorts. But when she met him, he was like, I want to date you. So when he went to talk to her parents, there wasn't much of a convincing, because he just wowed them. He was just, all about her, and he said everything that he needed to say to get her to go on a
Good
date
with
with him.
parents.
Yeah. On their first date, he talked Janice into letting him hang her by a tree,
What?
by her arms, and strip her. And he then whipped her.
You are What? That's
And
like,
Janice,
it's like next level 50. That's like 60 Shades of Grey.
yeah, but Janice, like, she's what, 15, and she had super low self-esteem. I mean, all 15-year-olds.
Yeah, so she let him do it.
She let him do
She's
it.
like, oh
because
yeah,
she's
this
like,
is how it's done.
yeah, I want Cameron to love me, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
do whatever I can to be okay with it. They got married on January 18th, 1975, in Reno, Nevada. That's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Bad juju for my birthday. So she was Cameron's first victim, unfortunately. Cameron was very fixated on bondage appeal and sadomasochistic sadomas
Pseudo.
no, it's SADO.
Oh.
Sadomastic.
Sadomastic.
Sadomasochistic. I used to know how to pronounce it.
Hey Google, how do you say sadomasochistic?
Sadomasochistic. You just said it.
I don't know.
So he was very fixated on bondage and what is it called when you
Gagging?
master and
Oh. Yes. Shit, what is it called?
master and anyways, so he was very into bondage and that sort of thing, having a slave and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
Gross.
yeah,
All right.
not to yuck someone else's yum, but
He took it a little bit far, guys.
when you capture somebody, not cool.
It's a little bit far. There's nothing wrong with doing 50 Shades of Grey shit.
Yeah.
Nothing
But-
wrong with that.
Please don't please don't kidnap people.
Make sure
to do
they have
it.
your consent for
Yep.
things and you don't take it over the line.
Exactly. Da, 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 da. So after 7 years, Cameron and Janice.
Okay.
Cameron and
So I
Janice.
was like, wow, we just blew right over those 7 years.
After 7 years, she's like, I can't do this anymore. So they made an agreement in exchange for him having a sex slave. He would let her have a baby.
There's the baby.
There's the baby. So back to Colleen's story.
That's not fair.
No, it's not. Like, it's supposed to be an agreement between both of you. So
I meant for him, the baby. Just kidding. You could take that out.
That's not fair to the baby either.
Absolutely not. It sounds like a terrible, gross. Anyway.
So back to Colleen's story. The first few days she was in captivity, Cameron gave her a meal, and she usually couldn't eat, which, I mean, I don't blame her, but that made him mad that she couldn't eat. So he would whip her until she would actually finish her meal.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Cameron eventually moved her to a coffin-like box in the basement, but she was still kept naked and chained by the neck. So he had
So did she
collar.
not have the box on her head anymore?
There was no box on her head at this point. That lasted about 5 months. She was only allowed to leave to eat, drink, and use the bathroom.
She was naked.
She was naked.
I would be so cold.
I know.
I know it's probably not that cold down there, but at the same time, you need clothes on. You're gonna be cold. We don't have fur.
Well, and it's comforting.
Yeah.
To have clothes on.
Yes.
A blanket. So I get that.
That is a good way to put it.
Yeah. So Cameron would stay by her side during all of these activities, eating and drinking and going to the bathroom. So she had
no privacy.
No privacy, under complete surveillance the whole time. He would also remove her from the coffin to practice his bondage on her.
Oh my gosh.
He would hang her by her arms, restrict her breathing, and whipped her. And this, when she would do that, she was wearing the head box. Sorry about that. So I'm going to take that out because I was wrong. All while wearing the head box. Part of the agreement between him and Janice was that he was not allowed to have intercourse with his slave. So this whole time, he's not actually having intercourse with her.
Are you kidding?
He's just beating her and abusing her.
I don't understand how some people get off on that.
So a lot of the time they would do that, and then him and Janice would actually have intercourse.
Yeah, that's right, because she was peeking outside of the box and they were doing it.
Yeah. He got a lot of his new ideas from pornography magazines that he was subscribed to. Some of these ideas were to shock her with electrical wires, burn her with a heat lamp, and hold her head underwater in the bathtub until she couldn't stop breathing.
Oh,
no. Colleen estimated that she was whipped about 100 separate times while she was imprisoned. Because she did survive. This is a pretty popular story. Cameron also put together a contract that he required Colleen to sign, stating she was his slave, and anything that he asked her to do, she could not say no, and she obviously had no choice and signed it. And to scare her into it, because, she had no choice, but he wanted to scare her still. He also told her that Janice was also once a slave that he tried to help escape.
Oh my gosh.
But to help her escape, he...
Did you catch that?
Yeah. He quickly married her to stop the company, quote unquote, from killing her.
Oh my God.
So what is this company?
Another spy.
Another spy. Well, at the beginning of her capture, he convinced Colleen that he was part of a slave company, and they would closely watch the slaves and knew of all sorts of movements that slaves would do to possibly leave. They had like cameras everywhere, sensors, everything. And it was all monitored to track the slaves' movements. And unfortunately and understandably, Colleen believed in it, which is really sad that she believed that. But
she didn't really having a choice.
There's no such thing as a slave company. So now we're back in October 1977, the same year, about 5 months after her abduction. Cameron built a triangle box under the stairs that is like, picture like Harry Potter room.
That's what I call my understairs. My understairs
Your
room.
understairs?
My understairs room. And not talking.
I have to pee.
And my.
You're gonna make me pee. Okay.
I have to pee too.
Okay.
Damn it, Amy.
We can both go at the same time if you want to.
Josh always wants to do that.
That's weird.
Oh, yeah. Are you going in your bathroom?
Oh. Are you talking about when you sit on the toilet and he pees? Yeah, Rick used to do that too.
Oh, we've never done it, but
we've tried once.
Sorry, Mom.
He's also.
She's heard worse from you.
Can you close that door so he doesn't get out? I also needed a break because I was being too much, so he gagged me with his ankle. What is that smell? No, it smells like pizza. It smells good. I don't know why my lips are chapped. Is that why? Dude, break my lid. Is legit a break everywhere? Where is it? We're not done. We took a potty break.
We're almost done, though. I do too. I'm so glad. Leon, did you tell a secret code while we were gone?
Is it pocket watch? That was such a random one.
When you texted me pocket watch, I was like, what the fuck? Amy, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Do you feel closer to me since we peed together at the same time?
Yeah, actually, I was like hoping that we'd flush at the same time.
We
but
didn't. I heard you flush before me, and I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
No synchronized flight. I had a really long stream, so
Yeah.
it's
Sorry.
probably like a good
No,
15 second.
if it's not like a very super forceful stream.
Yeah, it's not satisfying if it's forceful or if it's not forceful.
Yeah. But if it isn't, I have to like kind of like move around a little bit and get some more and then peel a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even have to like get up and walk.
Like scrunch over.
Yeah.
If you scrunch over, that helps. I learned that when I was in school for medical shit.
That's
I don't want to say med school because it wasn't med school. It's medical assistant school.
That's definitely a parent being bearing a child.
Oh yeah,
thing.
I guess so. Yeah, I was told that whenever we were in school learning about urinary crap.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, if you're female, you should bend over and let the extra come out. So there you go, guys. Tip of the day.
Bend over to pee.
Yep. Bend over, get that little extra out, just like you're squeezing the last bit of a lemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the last couple drops come
guys
out.
have to shake it.
Yeah. Yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Guys got to shake it. We got to bend over.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Unfortunately. Oh, cheers. From the devils.
All right. So I'm going to go back to...
Sorry, Mom.
So now we're in October of 1977.
Okay.
The same year, about 5 months after her abduction. Cameron built a triangle-shaped box under the stairs. Picture Harry Potter type of thing.
Harry Potter.
That's where she spent the rest of her time in that house. Cameron continued to only take her out to eat, drink, and use the bathroom along with his sexual assaults.
Ugh. But not like actually like
Intercourse. Correct.
all right, okay.
They eventually moved to an acre of land with a mobile home on the property they purchased. But it didn't have a basement, so they're like, oh no, what are we going to do with Colleen? So Cameron made a box under their waterbed.
Ew, what?
Yeah, he just like put her...
I would, you know what though? That no. That would not be soothing to sleep to.
No, it would not.
But I mean, you would just hear water all the time. But I mean,
my parents had a waterbed, and then they gave it to my sister.
I loved waterbeds when I was a kid, but they're cold.
They are very cold.
They're so cold.
Which I probably wouldn't mind because I like sleeping cold.
I do too, but
I don't want to sleep on water constantly. Like every time you move.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I can't go back to sleep because I'm constantly moving. I'm making waves over here.
Gotta get those firm mattress.
No. So at this time, Cameron and Janice got into it, and she called his bluff. They like argued, and she told him that he was allowed to have sex with Colleen. But I shouldn't say sex. It's more like rape. She's like, all right, fine. Go ahead. Have sex with her. And so obviously he did. And that is when Cameron gave Colleen privileges around the house. So he started having sex with Colleen. And she started to have more rights.
Freedom, I guess.
Freedom, quote unquote
Kind
freedom.
of.
Yeah. Around the house. She was allowed to clean the bathrooms, the kitchen. She was allowed to cook. But she was also only allowed out of the box to be abused, sexually clean, eat, or use the bathroom. So really, like, I'm sure she was happy that she got those, a little bit more freedom. But it really is, I mean, she was their slave.
Yeah, for the price.
Yeah. At this time, Cameron was spending a lot of time with Colleen, though. He would... watch her while she's cleaning and cooking and that sort of stuff. And Janice definitely noticed. Colleen was forced to build a shed in the backyard with Cameron. So they would spend a lot of time building this shed. And it was strictly for his bondage rituals involving Colleen. So the tension between Janice and Colleen was definitely growing.
Right.
Although it was 100% one-sided. It was just the tension Colleen was feeling tension from Janice.
Right.
So
it's like a love triangle, but not unintentional love triangle.
Yeah. But after 2 years of living in this new home, so we're at like 2.5 years at this point.
Jeez.
In 19, oh, sorry, it's about 3 years.
Oh.
So we're going on about
And she
3
was 20
years.
when it started, right?
20 when she started.
Jeez.
Cameron let up on these strict rules. She was allowed to go outside and garden and even go jogging. But she was very confident. But he was very confident she wouldn't leave because of this
Right.
sex or slave company.
Right.
Um,
The spies.
yeah, and she definitely had Stockholm syndrome. Like, well, I have to go back. Like, I don't want to get caught. So Cameron was confident in Colleen's loyalty. He let her call home for Christmas as a Christmas present. He did set up some rules, though. He reminded her that the company was listening in, and if she gave her family any clues of what was going on, that he would hang up and he would make her regret those choices that she made.
Wait, was she living with her parents at the time? Whenever she...
Correct.
So she just goes missing and then she calls her parents.
Yep.
That was creepy.
What?
That thing just fell.
What thing?
That foam thing just fell.
Oh, that one?
Yeah. It scared me.
Oh.
Your tack failed. Sorry.
Oopie. It's weird that it fell, though.
Yeah.
So she called home. And during the call, she was super vague about what was going on in her life. The call mostly was one-sided. Her parents mostly was just talking, and she was very quiet. But they were very thrilled that she called. They were happy that she, to hear from her, even though they were convinced that she had joined a cult. So
Pretty popular at the time.
Absolutely. So now we're going to go to March of 1981. Her life hasn't changed much. She was still being abused almost daily. But Cameron felt like rewarding her, so he let her visit her family.
Wow.
Very bold of him.
Yeah.
However, to prove her loyalty, he required her to prove that to him first by making her take a shotgun to her mouth. He said, shoot yourself in the mouth to prove you will do what I say, basically. It was unloaded, but she didn't know that. And so she's like, all right. Like, what do I have to lose?
Right.
So she puts the shotgun to her mouth.
Thank God.
And that's it. So he's like, cool. All right, let's go. Like, you didn't know it wasn't loaded. Like, I could have shot you right there.
Yeah.
So
pass this test.
Yeah. So he takes her to Riverside where her parents lived. So Riverside is in California. So at this point, I'm guessing they moved.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. So I didn't look that part up. She was instructed to tell them that he was her fiance and was down there for a business trip, and she could visit while he was working. He also explained to her how their house was under surveillance by the slave company and was watching and listening to everything going on inside the house. So if she said anything, the company would kill her family. So, of course, she's like, all right, no big deal.
Yeah, what do you do?
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
During the whole 24 hours she was there, she was very vague about what was going on in her life, and her family didn't push her for any answers because they were just thrilled that she was home.
Right.
And visiting.
Yeah.
She got a call from Cameron in the morning and said, I will be there in 10 minutes. And sure enough, her family pressed him for answers. When he showed up, they're like, what are you guys doing? When are you getting married? What do you do for your job? Blah, 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 blah. And
as parents do.
Yeah. And he pretty much just blew him off and said, oh, we're in between houses at this point. So, because they also asked for his address. They're like, can we mail you stuff? And he's like, we're between houses. Like, I will forward you our address when we get it. And they left. That was it. They went back to Red Bluff, and things were worse than her life, and they went back to Red Bluff, and things were worse before she left. She was just restricted to the box again, only to come out to do late night chores and eat and use the bathroom and be sexually assaulted by Cameron, because Janice's jealousy was like very, very strong. She was like, nope, you went on this trip with her. Like, she's just do chores, cook, eat. That's it. Like, we're
then
done.
Leave him.
Yeah, we're done with this giving her privileges thing. 3 years later.
Oh my gosh.
So she did another 3 years just
on top
in the
of.
Yep. She found a way to convince Cameron that she needed to help support this family. So he let her get a job at a motel near their home. But at night, they would chain her by the neck, and she was allowed inside the bathroom. So she graduated from the box to the bathroom.
Wow.
Yep. Cameron eventually got her into a routine of sleeping alternatively with his wife Janice and Colleen. So he would go in between his wife and Colleen.
Oh my gosh.
And
talk about leading a double life.
Yep. And he talked with Janice of actually building his slave roster. He's like, maybe I need more. And between that and the time he spent with Colleen, this new proposal that he just gave Janice, and all the time he was spending with Colleen, that made Janice go over the edge and done pissed off Cameron.
Okay, yep.
So eventually Janice started finding Colleen as an equal, and she was trying to talk to her like as a equal, like maybe we're both the same, which amazing. Wish that happened 6 years ago, but she befriended her and formed sort of a relationship. She then had a come to Jesus moment, like, oh my gosh. She talked to a local pastor and told him everything, and he's like, yeah, you need to go to the police.
Yeah, he's like, oh my God, I can't repeat any of this.
So she went down to the place that Colleen was working and told her the company was a lie. And Colleen was like, why are you just now telling me
so much
this?
of a waste of my life right now.
Yeah. But regardless, she called home, Colleen did, and told them she was coming home. They're like, awesome, that sounds great. She went to the bus station and called Cameron, and she said, I'm never coming back. And he's like, no, Colleen, and cried. And she got on a bus and went to Riverside, California. Janice then went to the local police and told them everything. And surprisingly, they were like, sounds fake, but
oh
okay.
my gosh.
But it was because,
Yeah.
first off, Red Bluff is a very small community. So they're like, this does not
They'd
sound
never
real.
heard of something
Yes.
like this. Yeah.
After 2 days of interviewing Colleen, they arrested Cameron on August 22nd, 1984.
Good.
Yep. They then confiscated everything that he used for his crimes. But they actually didn't have very much evidence of Colleen ever being there. And that's because after 48 hours of turning on Cameron, she's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And went back to him.
Oh my gosh.
And he instructed her to burn everything involving
Janice.
Colleen. Yep. And he even had her burn the contract, which was the big...
He had Janice do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
The police searched the evidence searched for evidence. The police searched evidence for that doesn't even sound right. They searched for evidence trying to hold Cameron behind bars. And that is when one of the detectives was looking through one of his beloved magazines about bondage and stuff and found a camera negative, which the camera negative was the contract that she signed. So he took a picture of the contract and it had her name and signature on it, proving that she signed it.
As a sex slave,
Yep.
yeah.
So Cameron was indicted on 10 counts of kidnapping and rape, and Janice agreed to testify against him in exchange for immunity. and he was sentenced to 104 years behind bars.
That never happens.
Right? In 2015, he was eligible for parole but was denied. And an article released by the Record Searchlight in Redding, California, where I'm from, a neighboring town, an article released in March of 2021 of this year stated, because of good behavior, Cameron can be released as early as next September, which would be this September of this year.
Are you kidding me?
However, an urgent attempt to stop that, Tehama County District Attorney Matt Rogers mounted a campaign to get Cameron evaluated as a sexually violated predator, which would delay his release even if his parole hearing in September was in his favor, which that campaign did pay off. The state hospital deemed him positive for clarification as a sexually violent predator.
Yep.
But now the prosecutors need a judge to formally determine that Cameron is a SVP, which would begin with hearings for possible probable cause, and defendants usually fight designations, making the hearing timely. Roger expects the litigations to go well into 2022. And if that does go into the state's favor, he would be moved to a locked state hospital. He would be subject to rigorous treatment programs that can take 10 to 20 years to complete and be considered for a conditional release. So this is good that he's going into this hospital possibly.
Yeah, because it keeps him from getting out longer.
Correct. So as of
Hope
right
they put
now,
him in a bathtub and put him in water. And
I know, chain him up,
drown him for a minute.
put him in a box, a coffin. So as of right now, Cameron is 67 years old and is at the Chino State Prison for Men. Colleen Stan had a daughter and has a grandchild. And she said, despite all that she's been through, she has had a wonderful life since her escape and is grateful to be alive.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? I know you said that was a dark story. It was a dark story, but it was a survivor story.
It is. I love
Don't look at it as
survivor
a dark
stories.
story. It's a survivor story.
Yep.
She freaking survived. She's doing good. Good for her.
She is living
Good for you, Colleen.
Yes, and she's living a very private life.
That I don't blame
respectfully.
you. I would be too.
Yeah. So
you should be in these times. Do you know how many Facebook messages I've been getting from random people?
Oh my gosh.
So creepy. Like in my personal Facebook. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah, that one was to my personal Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I've been getting a lot of friend requests, but I don't know who they are, so I just deny it.
I usually do too. That was a good story. That was a very good story. Awful, but good.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Colleen Stan.
It really wasn't that was.
It's just dark.
It is, but at the same time, like I said, it's a survivor story.
Yeah.
And I like to hear stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like to hear it, but I like to hear that she got out, and I like that there's a happy ending.
Same here. Yeah. I don't like anything to do with sexual assault, but I know that a lot of true crime murders and that sort of stuff revolve around sexual assault.
Yeah.
I cringe when I share it.
Yeah.
So
understandable.
Especially when it's children.
Yeah. It's close to home.
Yeah.
The one that really got me was it the Christmas one? Oh my gosh, where the guy killed his whole family.
That was the Christmas one.
And then he buried them, and then just like,
yep.
Oh my gosh, it haunted, like I had dreams about it. It haunted me. I still think about that story. That story is brutal, how he killed all of his family and then got his daughter like pregnant.
Yep.
And ugh.
Twice.
Who was that again? Do you remember?
I forgot his name. I just called it the Christmas killings.
He's disgusting.
Yeah.
So he's a freaking...
Luckily, she got an abortion the second time.
Ugh, gross.
That's just, yeah.
So that's our stories for the day, guys.
Yeah. Do you want to tell a neighborhood story?
I do. I put it on my phone this time because my printer's running out of ink.
Oh, that's right. Do you want to print it at my house?
Oh, guess what? My phone's dead.
Oh, shoot.
I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
I'm stealing all of Amy's neighborhood stories. Oh man, I had a really good one too.
I'm sorry.
Maybe it's on here. Let me see if it's repeated. Can I just say, I love that we do neighborhood stories.
Oh, I do too.
All right. Well, this one kind of hits close to home. So I'm going to talk about this one. I'm assuming this is on the Nextdoor app.
Yep.
And it says, does anyone hear loud motorcycles every day? My kids are asleep, and I am tired of having to deal with the kids being awake every day because of this inconsiderate person. Does anyone know this person? Guys, motorcycles are loud, and so are other motor vehicles. Just saying.
But
saying.
She said, "I'm tired of the kids being awake during the day."
Well, okay, yes. I mean, you know what? But nap time is like that's our break time.
That's our break time.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I consider you a stay-at-home mom,
even
though
you
have work to do during the day. I do too, technically.
I love our nap times.
Yes, nap time is our break. Like, that is our break. Sometimes we get 30 minutes. Sometimes we get 2 hours.
But that's and I should say, I am one that gets stuff done when the kids are awake. If they're asleep,
you take advantage of your relaxed time.
Yes,
same.
Yeah,
same.
Whether
kind of hit or miss, depends on what day of the week it is. If I have younger ones, usually I can't get things done.
Yeah, but if I'm relaxing, that's either like actually doing something I like. Well, I should say not actually, but doing something I like to do. The podcast, research, anything, editing, or looking at TikToks for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know? So it doesn't matter if I'm working or not, but I don't like doing household chores.
Can we just call this us working?
Yeah.
This is us working. We need to quit saying that this is a hobby.
I keep saying that to Rick. I'm like, I'm doing work. And he's like, it's a hobby.
This is my job. We have enough downloads and enough listeners to say that this is our work now, guys. Yeah. So this is what we do. Yeah. And nap time is like, it's not our nap time. It's their nap time, which means it's quiet and we can get crap done.
I can't research stuff or edit when there's kids around.
It's like, you're screaming every 2 seconds. I got to get up. Yeah. Especially the phase that Natalie's in right now. Like, my youngest, she's just constantly screaming. Yeah. Constantly. So, when she's asleep, shit gets done.
And so if there's a motor vehicle.
Oh, yeah, that's what we're getting to.
Revving.
Especially so today it snowed a lot. Yeah. So I get that, but at the same time, like, really, right at the time, every single time, like, right at nap time, you have to turn on your vehicle to plow snow. Like,
wait till after it snows.
Yeah. Yeah, wait till it's finished. It's not even done yet. It's supposed to be done tomorrow.
Josh
we're getting a ton of snow.
He'll have to come over.
He'll be more than happy to. He loves to plow. Yeah. Me.
Your poor mother. Rick was like, when the Scots came over, Rick was like, why don't we just have them do it afterwards? And I was like, well, first off, that's a ton of snow to have to buy afterwards.
There's a lot of. There was at least like 6 inches.
Well, it went up to the hole in my boot.
I couldn't even wear my Uggs over because they were getting snow in them. Yeah. My normal boots got snow in them. Ridiculous. So that is our True Crime Paranormal podcast, guys.
Episode.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, there you go.
To listen, you can find us on all platforms, basically. On iTunes and Spotify, you can rate and review us. We really appreciate that. You have no idea how much it helps us. So please make sure you do that. Not just rate, review us, please. Write just a little small message.
I don't know if you can review on Spotify.
I know you can rate us. Yeah. Yes. You can definitely review us on iTunes, so that's a big help. Also, you can follow and like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, and that you can just search at WWTN Podcast. We also have a Facebook group, which we're super active on. We actually went Facebook Live tonight. Yeah. So make sure you get on there. We'll talk to you, answer your questions, whatever you need, take story suggestions.
And our website is what'swiththeneighbors.com. On there, you can find a link to everything that was just mentioned, along with a link to our merchandise and a link to our Patreon, which is patreon.com/WWTN podcast. And on there, if you want to be on the donor bus, $3 a month, you get exclusive content. And for $5 a month, you can get exclusive content and our episodes that are unedited.
It all goes to the podcast, guys.
It all goes,
not in our podcast, or not in our pockets.
Correct. It goes straight back into the podcast. We need lots of things to help improve each episode.
Yes.
So, and you can also feel free to slide into our DMs with any questions, comments, story suggestions, your own personal paranormal or true crime stories, neighborhood stories, anything. We strive once a month to have listener story episodes. And our email is wwtnpodcast@gmail.com. And have you checked in on the neighbors?
What's with the neighbors?
Bringing Amy out. Oh, that sucked. That was a good one.
I had a couple drinks.
Bye. Bye. Oh, man.
Dude, I'm so sorry this is going to be such a long episode. I brought a fucking story. It was about, it's on my fucking phone.
You'll have to